From the hijab of this woman came the black banner called the eagle. Worthy name was Aisha Sadiqa Humaira was her surname. She was the daughter of Hazrat Abu Bakr, the first caliph of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Her mother's name was Zainab, who was her surname Ruman. She belonged to the tribe of Ghanam bin Malik. Hazrat Aisha was born in the month of Shawwal, 4 years after the declaration of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The great honor belongs to her that she was born with both her parents were already Muslims, and she had not even heard the sound of infidelity. She was fed by the wife of Wa'il as her foster mother, and she was notoriously known to participate in the Battle of Uhud. Ladies and gentlemen, the most controversial woman on the internet, Aisha Bint Abu Bakr. Marriage with the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Out of all the wives of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Aisha radiallahu anhumma had the distinction of being a virgin wife before her name was proposed for wedding with the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She had been betrothed to Jubair bin Mut'im, but Mut'im himself declined to accept for his son for fear of the introduction of Islam in his house. He didn't want to marry Aisha because he didn't want Islam in his house. In the 10th year of prophethood, Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu gave her hand in wedlock to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam through the intermediate effort of khula. The dowry money was fixed at 500 dirhams. Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anhuma was young of age. Due to her young of age, she herself was unaware of the wedlock till her mother explained to her that she was forbidden to go out with girls of her age because she had been married. Controversy. After this wedding, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam continued to stay in Mecca for 3 years. When he migrated in the 13th year of prophethood, Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu was with him, having left his family and children among the enemies at Mecca. When things came to be settled in Medina, he sent Abdullah bin Urayqas to bring Ruman, Hazrat Asamat, and Hazrat Aisha to Medina. On reaching Medina, Hazrat Aisha was affected with severe fever, which resulted in the falling of her hair from the head. MashaAllah. When she recovered, Ruman thought about the consumption of her marriage. Hazrat Aisha was then only still young of age, where she can go out and play. Swimming with her girlfriends, she was called by her mother. Being unaware of the situation, she came to her mother, who washed her face, set her hair, and took her home. Then women from the Ansar, that's the helpers, were awaiting. They all greeted her and congratulated her. I would have too. After a while, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also arrived. The wedding ceremony took place in the month of Shawwal, and consummation also took place in the same month. MashaAllah. I didn't know that they got married in the month of Shawwal. Did you? Did you? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. With the marriage, Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anhuma, some of the old miscalculated views of the Arabs were put to correction. They may be enumerated and explained. Pay attention. This is crucial. The Arabs, this is the people who are from this land. The Islamic culture had nothing to do with Arabism. You're about to find out. The Arabs did not marry, pay attention, the daughter of a man who had been declared as brother without any blood relationship. That was a cause of astonishment of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. When Hazrat Khula proposed to him the wedding of Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anhuma with the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, he spontaneously said, would that be lawful because Aisha happened to be his niece? The Holy Prophet corrected him, saying, you are my brother in Islam and not in blood relations. You hear that, Arabs? You hear that? So you can marry your daughter to your homeboy, to your ikhwan. You can do that. To your best friend. You can do that. It's okay. Islam is against that. We are against Arabism. The second wrong thinking was that the Arabs did not arrange any wedding during the month of Shawwal. So it was Arab culture during the time of our Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and before our Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They didn't marry in the month of Shawwal. So when you go around, let's see if the Arabs around your neighborhood don't get married in the month of Shawwal. Because the ancient past plague had burst up in Arabia during Shawwal, and the month became anonymous in their estimate. So there was a plague during the month of Shawwal. I didn't know that. So that's why they didn't get married in that month. Aisha radiallahu anhuma was married in Shawwal, and the marriage was consummated in the same month. Hater. Removing the ominous character of the month for everybody. MashaAllah, Allahu Akbar. I see why y'all don't like Aisha radiallahu anhuma. I see why. She broke your customs, your rituals, your ominism. She broke it. Aisha, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be good, y'all. Stay with me. We back. General conditions of her life. On the authority of Anas radiallahu anhu, it is known that Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anhuma participated in the battle of Uhud, when she was seen coming with her bags of water. Let's run that back. On the authority of Hazrat Anas, radiallahu anhu, it is known that Hazrat Aisha, radiallahu anha, participated in the battle of Uhud when she was seen coming with bags of water. So they in the battle. Y'all know how the battle of Uhud was. It was vicious. It was rough. The Muslims were outnumbered on certain angles of the battlefield. They didn't overwhelm the enemy. They had the munafiqun in the ranks. And here comes Aisha with the bags of water on the battlefield, along with Salim for distribution among the wounded. Allah, I didn't even know who Salim was. MashaAllah, radiallahu anha. I didn't know that's a female Sahaba. That's a Sahabiyat. Man, I gotta read this again, man. I just picture Aisha radiallahu anha, and I know I was saying it wrong from the beginning. Don't be scorching me. Slow down. Let me think. I love Aisha radiallahu anha, man. Aisha was rough, man. MashaAllah, she wasn't for no games. On the authority of Hazrat Anas. Anas is a Sahaba. Radiallahu anhuma. Radiallahu anhu. It is known that Hazrat Aisha, radiallahu anha, participated in the battle of Uhud, when she was seen coming with bags of water, along with Salim for the distribution and to take care of the wounded. May Allah give her Jannah for that. I see why you hate her. I see why you despise the mother of the believers. She was on the battlefield. In the battle of Mustalaq, she accompanied the Holy Prophet. She wanted to go. She liked the battles. In the year 5 AH, after Hijrah, on the return journey, her necklace fell down somewhere on the way, and the whole caravan had to get down and wait. Loyalty. The whole caravan, when Aisha stopped, they stopped. They didn't move. That's how it was when Aisha stopped. The whole caravan. Discipline. Loyalty. The time for prayers came, but no water was available for wudu. All the companions were worried. How are we going to perform wudu? Where's the water at? How many times you heard that? Tell me how many times you heard that. Oh, we ain't got no water. Where's the water at? Where we going to get some water at? You got some water? You got some water? You got some water? All the companions were worried, and the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to know the cause of their depression. That is depression, though. I ain't gonna lie. Because when I ain't got no wudu water, I get kind of upset, man. At that time, the verse about tayyamum was revealed. They stood there until the salat time was in. When the salat came in, they couldn't find. That's when they started moving. We can't find no water. We ain't got no water. They started worrying. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came and he said, "Don't trip. Perform tayyamum." That means with clean earth. You can wipe up with dirt. Allahu Akbar. which allowed the use of dust for wudu instead of water. Aisha, man, radiallahu anha. Wow. This made the companions happy. It just made me happy. And Sa'id bin Huzayr said, O progeny of Abu Bakr, meaning thereby the person Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha, you are a source of great barakat. That's blessing. On the occasion of the same battle, the event of Ifk, false accusations, took place. These hypocrites, who were not sincere in their faith of Islam, hurled a false and baseless accusation and impiety against Aisha radiallahu anha. Her father was Muslim. Her was Muslim. That's her mother, She got married to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No other man married her before. She broke the traditions of the Arabs, and she got married in the month of Shawwal. She participated in the battle of Mustalaq and the infamous, the Shahir battle of Uhud. She was bringing the water to feed the wounded and give them water. Her and Salim. Then they was riding with the caravan, and Aisha lost her necklace, and the whole caravan showed the loyalty and got out and stood there and waited for Aisha to make her next move. And now the verse for the tayyamum, what you see today, came because of that situation where you can perform wudu with earth and dust as long as it's clean. That came from Aisha. And now she's getting accused of impiety by the munafiqs, the hypocrites. And we just getting started. We just getting started. I'm telling you, this video about to be long. We're going to have to divide this. We just getting started, y'all. And she done went through all this. The Holy Quran condemned the bold wickedness of the hypocrites by stating, why did not the people similarly call it a false accusation? It is needless to go into details. We don't need to go into details. In the year 9 AH, the events of Tahrim and Ila took place. The events of Tahrim will be explained in the narrative about Hazrat Hifsa. The event of Ila may be explained hereunder. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam lived a life of strict austerity, so that there was no cooking in his house, even for 2 successive months. Y'all would love that today. Y'all be like, mashallah, we going to halal pizza. Hey, y'all sisters would love that. We going to get some halal pizza. I don't have to cook today. MashaAllah. The wives of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam understood their place of distinction in piety and austerity, but as human beings, they expressed a desire for better living conditions. That's normal. You see, even the Sahabiyyat complained, y'all. Some of them wanted better living conditions. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam removed himself to a life of seclusion. He got him out of there. From his wife for 1 complete month. Hey, y'all doing too much, man. I'm gonna be out of here, man. Assalamu alaikum. I love you. Well, mashallah. I gotta go. Where you going? I gotta go. For a whole month. Oh, man. Perchance he also fell from a horse. Allah. During those days and hurt his leg. Hazrat Umar thought that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had divorced all his wives, but he kept quiet. When the period of Ilah, seclusion from wives, expired, he came down from the upper story of his house and first of all visited Hazrat Aisha radiyallahu anha, who said, "You had intended seclusion." You know Aisha about to snap. She about to snap. This might be an astaghfirullah situation. You had intended seclusion for full 1 month, but only 29 days have passed. Ooh, I didn't expect that. So Aisha say, okay, you did 29 days, now go do 30. Aisha, mashallah. She told you was supposed to go for a month, but you only did 29 days. Go back out there. He remarked, at times, now listen, this is good. The Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, now he got to come back. Y'all know he's about to come back, right? Y'all know this, right? He about to make a comeback. He remarked, at times the lunar month is completed in 29 days. Correction. MashaAllah. After this event, the verse about tahyir was revealed, which made him offer either of the two choices to his wives. 1, either to choose the life of worldly comforts, or 2, to choose the hereafter and the company of Allah and His Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat Aisha radiyallahu anha was the first to choose the hereafter and to prefer Allah and His Holy Prophet to the comforts of worldly life. All other wives followed her example. In the month of Rabi'ul Awal, the year 11 AH, that's after Hijrah, the Holy Prophet left this world. He was ill for 13 days, out of which he remained for 8 days in the room of Hazrat Aisha. 5 days before his death, he called to his mind that a few gold coins had been left by him with Aisha. He asked her, "Where are those gold coins?" Go and give them away in charity. Because Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam does not wish to meet Allah without perfect reliance on him. On the day he expired, it was a Monday. He was perfectly calm and peaceful, but he repeatedly swooned. Aisha said, when he was in perfect good health, he used to say, prophets are given a choice between death and prolonged life in this world. In the course of his illness, he repeatedly uttered the words, with those on whom Allah has bestowed his blessings. And at the times he uttered, O Allah, I want the company of the highest above. She understood that he was seeking the companionship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. That's who narrated that, was Aisha. No one else could have known that narration. That's why I'm talking about it. Who else was there when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam uttered those words? If it wasn't for Aisha radiallahu anha, we would have never known those words. A little time before his death, Hazrat Abdul Rahman radiallahu anhu, son of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, came to his audience. He was reclining against the person of Aisha radiallahu anhuma. Abdul Rahman was holding a toothstick in his hands, which the Holy Prophet was intently watching. Hazrat Aisha thought that he wished to brush his teeth. She took the stick from Abdul Rahman, chewed it a little to make it soft, and presented it to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. He took it cheerfully and brushed his teeth clean. Hazrat Aisha used to say afterwards, I have this honor to my credit that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam put in his mouth what I had chewed before his death. When his last moment arrived, Hazrat Aisha was supporting his body. All of a sudden, his body became heavy. His eyes stared at the ceiling above, and his sacred soul left his sacred body for upward flight to the holy regions. Slowly and comfortably, Aisha laid down his sacred head on a pillow and started weeping with grief. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallata ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidan majid.